Hey everyone, welcome back to John's Watch. Today I'm taking a look at a game called Below. Now this was originally released on Steam on December 14th, 2018. A little bit older now, but it's recently had a big free update called the Explore Update. That really only just came out, so that's why I'm taking a look at it now. Its trigger price is $29.99 Canadian, so it's probably around 25 US or your regional equivalent, and it's developed and published by Capybara Games. So this is basically a dungeon crawling roguelite with a very unique aesthetic, very, as you can see here, very dim, gloomy aesthetic. And the two modes are pretty self-explanatory. In Survive, there's survival mechanics. This is what the base game was before the new update, where you have to eat and drink and keep warm and stuff. Explore is the regular game, but without the survival mechanics. I've played a little bit of Explore, so I'm going to start a new survival game here, just so you can see what the beginning of the game's like. Let's do a new survival mode. Okay, so this is the start of the game, and you will not believe, but this cutscene lasts for legitimately over 5 minutes. I timed it last time, because I really wanted to see how long it lasts for. You can skip it, which is good, but like the first time I played it, I was sitting through it, because obviously you don't want to skip through a cutscene on your very first time playing a game. But this does legitimately last for over 5 minutes. So I'm obviously going to skip it in this video, but it was a terrible first impression. And that's just one of the many reasons why I do not like the game Below. Let's skip this cutscene. 5 minutes later, it literally just very slowly zooms in on this boat as you arrive on this beach. There we go, here we are. There's actually a lot of problems I have with this game. I gave it a negative review on Steam, despite having only played half an hour, because I just couldn't deal with playing any more of it. I mean, we might as well start here. Look at how zoomed out it is. You can't make anything out. I'm sure your character has just like no features on him at all. You can't tell what's going on at all here. Here, there's no like tooltip to tell you what this is, how you pick it up. You can, I mean, that's a minor one. It's pretty simple to guess. You press A to pick things up, but you don't know what it is. At this point, you don't know how to open your inventory. You don't know what any of the controls are, so we can gather more. But for some reason, there's like a tooltip here, but nothing here. That looks like a radish. That's food. Great. Another radish. Fantastic. And that really could be anything. That could be a leaf. That could be part of a fish. Who knows? I actually don't know what that is. Still. You can get a bit of water, apparently. There we go. Great. And if we light this campfire... Got some fish in there. That's nice. We can sit at the campfire. And now we get a little bit of a UI. You can see in the top left, we've got our health up at the top. And then hunger, temperature, and our hydration. I don't actually know why they're locked away right now. If we go up to this thing, we can craft things if we want. And I find the UI so unintuitive. It's sort of described as a Souls-like. It's like very, very slightly Souls-like. Not very much, but in pretty much all Souls-likes, you move around the world with the left stick, the controller, and you navigate all the menus with the D-pad. For some reason, you do literally everything with the stick in this game. So if you like go onto this thing and use the D-pad, it just assigns it to a shortcut. But I think we can do a little bit of crafting here if we do that, plus it was a fillet. Who knew? If we combine all of them, we should make a nice soup, which is assigned for us. Excellent. We've got these things. All these things. This game explains absolutely nothing to you. It's another huge issue I have with it. It's just there's no text in the game that I've found. Nothing's explained. It's super obscure, so like a tutorial would have been really nice. But there's no such thing as a tutorial in this game. You just have to... You can either try and blindly figure things out, which is what I did for half an hour. And after half an hour I got so frustrated, I was like, okay, I need to go like look at a YouTube video or something just so I can figure out how to play this game. And it was at that exact moment that I thought, actually, if a game requires me to go watch a YouTube video or read a tutorial to actually like learn just the basics of the game, that's not the kind of game for me. I don't have the patience for that kind of game. And that's when I stopped playing Below. Which sucks, because I did actually really want to like this game. I had my eye on it for ages. Like, I think since before it came out, I think like a year before it came out, Vati made a video talking about like upcoming Souls-like games. And this was one of them, as well as Aether or whatever, which has just disappeared completely. So yeah, I think I've had this on my wish list since like before it came out. But I never pulled the plug on it. Like, it's pretty reasonably priced. But I guess there was always something telling me, maybe it's not your kind of game. You know, 20 bucks, I think it's gone down to like 16 bucks. Still never pulled the trigger on it. Thank you very much to Capybara Games for giving me a code, by the way. So yeah, I was really excited to check it out. Like I said, I really wanted to like it. Here we go, we have to go get this thing. I mean, how would we know that? Again, nothing, you just have to guess, you press A for it. Great, we did it. And now we get this. Bam. So for some reason it tells you some things, but almost nothing else. And now we have to go over here, which I only know because I've done this bit before. And I think my biggest gripe with the game is that the controls are not rebindable at all. There's not even like multiple control schemes. You have to go with the exact scheme they've got. And it's really bad for, like I said, you know, almost Souls-like. Dodge is on right bumper, which is the most common attack button in any Souls-likes. Run is on A. Luckily, attacks are on right trigger, so it's not too far from right bumper, but like, having to press right bumper to dodge is just bizarre. I just don't know how there's no rebindable controls. Like, it's been out for almost a year and a half now. I don't know how that was never an update, especially with like a huge Explore update that just came out. Why did they not just add rebindable controls? I don't understand, and it really frustrates me, and that's pretty much when I stopped playing. Was when I realized I would not be able to rebind the controls. Okay, now we hold up our lantern here. Oops, let's actually leave it up there. This is all like prologue kind of stuff. We're not in the actual dungeon crawling stuff, as you might have guessed, because we've only just entered the dungeon. Okay, now we're still super zoomed out, even though we're inside now. We're just going downstairs. Bear in mind, if you had not skipped the opening cutscene, that 5-minute one, you'd probably be about, you know, 10 to 15 minutes into the game by this point. This was me. Well, probably even more, because you'd be wandering around outside, because you wouldn't know to get that lantern thing and then go over to the right. So yeah, you could be about 20 minutes into the game by this point, and have just no idea what's going on, and be really frustrated, like I was the first time I tried playing it. Okay, this is basically the start of the dungeon. We've got another little campfire here. Light. Hooray. We can grab things, like a stick. I don't think we can do any crafting. I think if we press Y, we open our inventory. Can we craft anything? No, because they would all light up if we could. Let's just go. I think if we press X, we switch to our bow. But we'll leave our sword out. Alright, here we go. 1. So we gotta look out for the fog. We can light a little lamp. Yay, now we can see. So there's more issues than like all the things I've already said. But I finished off my Steam review by saying all the above would be unacceptable for a game in the first month of early access, let alone one that's been out for almost a year and a half. And I stand by that. Like, if a game came out in early access that had a 5-minute cutscene to start with, no tutorials, no like UI text, non-rebindable controls, I would give that game hell. And I'm doing the exact same thing for this one. And it's even worse because it's been out for so long. Oh, like a thing to kill. Die. Get fucked. Oh my god, he really chopped it up. I don't know what that is. That is... oh, fuck. Oh, the fucking UI. Jesus Christ. Innards. Use. I just puked. Oh, I'm now smoking or something. It's super unforgiving. Like, the permadeath is really hard. I'm still puking. Just, like, unfairly unforgiving, I found in my very short time playing the game. And lots of other reviews say that as well. Like, I think overall it's got mostly positive reviews on Steam. But recent reviews have it down to mixed. Ah, things. See, I just instinctively tried to use right bumper there, but I dodged right into them. If there were rebindable controls, that would not be a problem. I don't know what's happening with me. Can I see, like, my status or anything? No. Let's eat this turnip. Okay, that's helped my hunger a little bit. Okay, we've puked again. I don't know. I just don't know why this game is like it is. It's so frustrating. And the permadeath is really bad. I think we can see the map here, which is great. Don't know what any of that top shit means. I think it's like, I think the skull is where you died, and the right is where your lantern is. Obviously we haven't died yet, so I don't know why they're on there. But if you do die, you start up on the beach again, like you come off that boat, like we did at the end of that cutscene, and you have to go down through the dungeon to find this guy's body. And if you die before you get to the body, your belongings and your lantern are just scattered randomly throughout the dungeon. So it's, like I said, very, very unforgiving. We've got a potato now. We've got that. And you might have noticed there's fucking nothing going on. Nothing is happening. There's not even enemies. Like, there's these things that we could have killed, but it's just boring as fuck. I'm gonna tear into this game because I just think it should have improved on things by this point. An enemy? Yes. Die. Okay, now they're dropping crystals for our lantern or something, so we can now toggle our lantern on, which is great. Die. Great. I have no idea what the point of the game is. I don't know if there's better equipment or anything, because I did not have the patience to get far enough in it. I don't know what these traps are. Nothing seems to happen if I go through them. I don't know a lot about it. The perspective is really weird. Like, here it looks like I'm above this kind of door thing. Right? Like, or now I'm below it. Now I'm above it. What? But apparently, I don't know. Let's go grab the key, which I think is here. Go, do. Oh, it was flat in the ground. Who knew? Because the perspective is so fucking weird. I think there's checkpoints like this camp thing here. I think if we sit at it, and this is only something I learned from reading an article. If you go over to this and you spend your 25 lamp points, you make it a fast travel thing. But Psych is actually a one-time fast travel thing. So if we die, I think we could travel back to this one from the first fire, but then we could never travel to it again or something. Okay, we can make a shard. Excellent. What's a shard for? It's for that. We made a spike arrow. And a bandage. Great. Can't do anything with that or that. And it's so funny, like, everything in here, like, if you look at A, it's like craft, 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 craft. And so I was like, oh, maybe I can do something with the bandage. And so I went over to it and pressed A, and it just instantly uses it. So I was like, oh, that's great. Is that when I uninstalled it? I didn't uninstall it. I will right after this video. I don't know if there's bosses or anything. Because it just doesn't tell you shit. We're on floor 2 or something now. Are we doing the same stuff again? Yes. But at least we're no longer puking. So far I haven't really seen any difference between the survive mode and the explore mode. Like, I guess we're gonna have to eat and shit soon. Ah, things. Oh shit. A fox. Oh, I'm dying. Oh my god, look how much damage they did. Let's use that bandage. There. Okay, we need some water. Maybe I'll just drink my soup. There we go. Great. What can we get from this fox? That. God, it's pretty bad when you have to go into your inventory to check what you pick up every single time. So I guess they've gone for like a really minimalistic UI. Ah, bats. Die. It was a chop. Would not have guessed that. Die. Oh, and a lot of the times, their lamp points just like roll off the edge. So they didn't there, but the one we killed just before just all fell off the edge. Luckily you can't fall off, so you can just kind of run around if you want. Whoops. Oh, let's light this, I guess. I think I'm like extra harsh on this game because, like I said, I was quite excited for it. Is that a trap? It's hard to tell because I'm so fucking zoomed out. I think it's a trap. Yeah, because this is ultimately quite disappointing after looking forward to checking it out for a year and a half. It's absolutely not what I was expecting. Maybe I got my hopes up because I thought it was more Souls-like than it is. And it is a little bit. You've got dodging, you've got a shield. I think you can like shield bash or something. Who knows? Oh, okay, double tap does a shield bash. That's good. So yeah, it's a little bit Souls-like. Mostly roguelite though. Oh, what's that? Goo, maybe? Bam. Just beating it up. I don't know why none of the enemies are a threat just yet. Like, I'm probably just gonna go until I die, maybe. Don't know, I might get annoyed at it before then. I mean, it doesn't look like there's gonna be bosses or anything, does there? Because, like, we're on level 2. So yeah, I just don't know what there is to gain from going further in this dungeon. It's like in Binding of Isaac, for example, and a lot of roguelikes, you unlock things to make your future runs more interesting, more fun, bit easier. So far, I don't think anything unlocks in this. Oh, we should have a look at the map. I bet it looks like a total mess now. We've gone outside. Yep, that map makes no sense. Good. Is this just a little outside bit? I mean, there's a sick boss fight here, like an Orphan of Cause. There's a lot of sticks. Oh, you can actually swim. I bet you just drown or something. So far, there's not much out here. Just a bunch of ships. Oh, there's something over here. Here we go. God, that depth of field is aggressive in the top. Go. Oh my god, zooming in a little bit. We could almost see. Incredible. What's this? 10 of those. What's this? Can't go through that way. It's... I don't know. Oh my god, there's armor. Equip. Wow. I had no idea. This is very exciting. Wow, it's a snail. Nope, no idea what that was. Okay, and that's this area done, I guess. I also don't know why the HUD, like your hunger meter and shit, isn't up all the time. Like, I feel like that would be very useful to be able to keep an eye on. Because I assume right now, like, I could just start starving, and that's only then would I realize that my hunger was too low. There's a stick over there. I also don't know why they're locked up there, apparently. Just no idea about a lot of things. Can I fill up my water? Fuck. I fill up my water? No. Water. Nope. Just walks into the sea. Oh, there's a little camp up here. That's great. I'm fighting these foxes. Dead. Give me a chop or something. Or a rock. One of the two. Oh, there's a chest here. Great. There's a bandage. Hooray. Oh, we're full. Fantastic. Can I light this fire? Okay, I'm trying to light the fire. Thank you. You gonna be chill, Mr. Fox? Yeah, I guess so. Ah, he's not chill. Did I just die? Oh, no, I didn't. It's still full. Okay, let's open this as a waypoint or something. And I assume we could fast travel to the other one. Can't cook anything here. We can do a lot of stuff with sticks. We can make a bundle. What's a bundle for? Couldn't tell ya. This door is just a question mark. Can't seem to open it or do anything at it. So that's going to be the end of my video on Below. I don't know, I think with some changes it might be more playable for me, but I think overall just there's too many issues for me. Too zoomed out for me. Non-rebindable controls. No tutorials, no mechanics explained. Having to go read an article on Polygon to understand how to play the game is unacceptable, I think. I do like that they added an easy mode, which is the explore mode. Apparently it's still fairly difficult, but you just don't have to worry about survival mechanics, which sounds great. I like that. That would be how I'd want to play the game if I found it more enjoyable. But yeah, it really comes down to they didn't add rebindable controls after it's been out for a year and a half. That about sums it up for me, honestly. That's a big deal to me. Anyway, there you go. That was my look at Below. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!